But I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. The people of Mecca were pagan.
Quran is mentioned, if this book was from other than God, they would have found in it many contradictions.
If a book is without contradictions, that has no bearing on whether it comes from God or not. I've had phone books that are inerrant, but I certainly don't think God gave them.
That we believe without understanding.
The brother asked a very important question that most of the scholars say that listening to music, watching movies, and most of the television programs, they're haram. So how can we have fun? Let me tell you, brother, at the outset that having fun is permitted in Islam as long as the fun is halal fun.
That the standard narrative has holes in it.
The Prophet tells us because Satan or the devil sleeps over our nostrils. Those who oversleep and not pray Fajr on time, Satan urinates in their ears.
I really do think Jesus was crucified and that he really was dead and buried. He thought that he was a son of God in the sense that he was specially chosen by God. I think Jesus really did think he was going to be the Messiah, the future king of Israel. I mean, that is, after all, why they crucified him.
Hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you, and no peace for the wicked ones, the Lord said. As you see, the title today is Prophet Muhammad Putin, peace be upon him. And I find a lot of similarity between both of them. Before we start, I receive an email from a Christian sister. She is saying, Christian, I understand what you do and I like what you do, but can you please stop using the word donkey? Okay, I'm not going to use the word donkey today. I'm going to switch for the word mule. I hope it's nicer. Because donkey is not good. Mule is bigger, stronger, and more stupid. So, sometimes I look at the Christian people comment to me and I found how silly their comment. I'm not trying to insult you, by the way, but this is how I am, what you can say. Didn't you read the Bible where Jesus says, calling them snakes, hypocrite? Your father is Satan, son of serpent, fools, liars? So, I don't know. Look like some Christians, they are coming from the fantasy land of Disneyland. And the thing that Jesus, when he speaks to people, he says, let me give you a hug. Let me give you a hug. Okay, can I give you a hug? You see those people, funny, weird people in the street? I want to give you a hug. Or a Muslim guy holding a sign saying, I need a hug. Can you give me a hug? What the heck? Okay, sound fishy. So, it look like we need to change our language so some Christians, they can approve us. And thank God we got the approval of some Christians. Anyway, that's good. And the most important for me, actually, to be approval by President Vladimir Muhammad Putin. I found a video here. It's called Putin Replies to American Journalist Who Criticize Him for Promoting Stereotypes About America. I mean, the guy, he have a station. It's called RT. There's nothing there except inviting weirdo people who attack America. And and the funny is, none of them want to go and live in Russia, but they hate America. All the ones who they are invited to RT TV are anti-America. But they are American and live in America, and they will not move to Russia. Why you don't move to Russia like the guy, what his name, Segal, the actor? The guy who is, like he can beat anybody, like, but just in movie, But anyway, he's a hero. He loves Putin, so if you love Putin, go to Muhammad Putin. And here, Mr. Putin, Muhammad Putin, he said in this, I'm not going to play the video, all of it, it's long. It's 7 minutes, you can watch it by your own. So she was asking him, and then, Putin, he said to her, is it true? Is it a facto? I speak Russian, by the way. I met a lady, she is Russian, and I spoke to her. She said to me, I'm Olga from Russia. And I said to her, Privet, and that's it. This is the end of the conversation. Mr. Putin, Vladimir Putin, according to the comment in the video, he wiped the floor with this journalist. I agree, because she is an idiot like him. You see, when you want to speak to liars, you have to be qualified to speak to liars. When you speak to liars, you are not debating them, you are trying to get them busted. So this guy, Putin, Muhammad Vladimir Putin, he said, let us move a little bit, because they have subtitle translated by the government of Russia. Let us go here. Now, Putin is asking about factos.
Значит, разве не было бомбардировок Белграда?
Is it you, American, the Belgrade without the United Nations Council permission? Facto or not facto?
Без санкций Совета Безопасности ООН. Это что, антиамериканский стереотип? Даже факт. А разве не было захода вооруженных сил в Ирак без санкций?
You attack Iraq without the permission of United Nations Security Council. Is it a facto or not facto?
Это стереотип? Это факт.
The funny, when you say fact in Russian, you think he is saying the F word, but no problem. So he's asking, when you attack this without, and is it a facto? Is not a facto? Putin, Muhammad Putin, when you attack Georgia, did you get the permission from United Nations Council? It's a facto or not facto? When you invade Syria, did you get the permission from United Nations Council? It's a facto or not facto? And now you are attacking Ukraine, a country of 40 million people. Did you get permission from United Nations Council? It's a facto or not facto?
Соединенные Штаты сами создают такие стереотипы. Но это не значит, что в наших отношениях не было...
What the heck? Facto. Too much facto here. And not only you are invading a country, you are turning it into dust. So Muhammad Vladimir Putin, he reminded me of a prophet of Allah. And this is why I decide from now on to call him Prophet Muhammad. Or they are the same. When Prophet Muhammad, sorry for my Russian accent, he attacked his enemies, specifically the Jews. He burned their houses and he is even burning their trees. Putin did not invade Syria. USA did. The Syrian president ask for Russian troops to support. Thank you, Jovan, for your answer. But that will not change the fact, because he was asking, did you go by the permission of United Council? And as long you are the one who is saying he did not invade because he was invited by the Syrian president, did the Ukrainian president invite you? Did he? I mean, your logic is against your own logic. But Muhammad Putin, peace be upon him, in the video he was saying, if you speak Russian, if you don't, who care? I speak all languages because I am Al-Hassan who speaks 70 million languages. The grandson of Prophet Muhammad. He was saying that the American get the approval of United Nations Council to invade and bomb Belgrade? The answer, no. He said, did you get the United Nations Council the approval to invade Iraq? The answer, no. He did not say, did you get the invitation of the president? And now, as long as you are saying we should not, we can go if the president invite us. Did the president of Ukraine invite you? Hypocrite people. You know what? I'm going to give your name, Jovan, and I think now you deserve to become a colonel. The president of Belarusia, he said, Putin, he promised me to make me a colonel. I mean, have you ever heard of a president? He liked to be a colonel. I'm serious. Have you ever heard of someone, he is a president of a country? He is so excited to become a colonel. It looked like in the mentality of Belarusian president, being a colonel in the Belarusian army is higher than being a president. This is telling you what kind of a president Putin he put in place. All of us, we know that this guy is a sex toy, excuse my language, in the hand of Putin. Sorry, Putin, he don't use his hand. He used Muhammad Kadyrov from Chechnya hand. He is the one who do all masturbation for Putin. If you want to blame the American, then don't act like them. Yeah, yesterday Biden, he made a speech. It was very amazing. I love it. I felt so proud to be American. Biden, he think Ukrainian are the Iranian. He said Biden, he can surround Kiev with tanks, but he will not take the heart of the Iranian. Have you ever heard of a president like this? It turned to be that Ukrainian or Iranian. I want to go to the school of President Joe Biden. You know the thing. Abdul saying, you are ignorant, you are not even funny. Abdul, okay, I will turn to be funny. Abdul, what do you think about your prophet? He promised me, if I convert to Islam and I do jihad, I will turn to be a green bird. Brother, all my life, I wanted to be a green bird. So look at this God. He promised me endless penis and a lot of women for sex, but now I am a bird. You are not even funny. You are dummy. So you go do jihad. You fight for Allah. And now because you die in a suicide bombing, and then Allah will make you a parrot. What they call it? The green bird? Parrot. Balut. You are not even funny. CP wife is a Ukrainian. My friend, I'm not married. Thank God. If I'm married, I will be dead long time ago. CP is your wife is Ukrainian. My friend, I don't tell the secret to anyone. So Abdul, you are CB. You are so ignorant. You are not even funny. Yeah. You know what? I'm trying to be funny. Have you ever heard of your prophet was telling a joke once? Let me tell you what your prophet he did when he tried to be funny. as long as you mention it. Hey, Muslims, when you get close to me, you get what you deserve. Okay, okay, okay. You are now saying I'm not funny. Okay, I will compare how funny I am to how funny Muhammad is. Are you ready? In other way, are you sincerely ready? Because I wanna sincerely ready only. I don't want just ready people. I want the sincerely ready ones. Are you sincerely ready? So look what will happen now. We will go and search for a story of a Prophet Muhammad. He is being funny. And now we will imagine Prophet Muhammad, he is Muhammad Putin, and the other guy is Ramazan Kadyrov. And they are in love. This is the Prophet Muhammad Vladimir Putin. He was walking down street. You know, when Muhammad, he walked down the street. Do you remember the video? It says the guy, he looked at the Prophet and he looked at the moon. He looked at the Prophet, he looked at the moon. He looked at the Prophet, and then he looked at the moon. And then he looked at the Prophet, and then he looked at the moon. And brother, he looked again at the Prophet, and then he looked at the moon. Like, for the sake of Allah, Shin, can you finish the story? We got it. The guy, he looked at the Prophet and then looked at the moon. And then it turned to be that Muhammad is whiter than the moon. Who can beat that, my friend? Now listen to this. Abu Abdul Rahman, Abdul, the one who made the comment, you are Abu Abdul Rahman. That's why you are calling yourself Abdul. I got you busted. You are Abdul Rahman who was there. You witnessed firsthand the molestation. Look at this. Abu Abdul Rahman, Abu Ablayla, quoting Sayyid blah 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 from Ansar, he said, while he was given to jesting and was talking to the people and make them laugh, ha ha ha, ha ha ha, ha ha ha, the Prophet hooked him under his ribs with a stick. Where? With the stick. Under where? His ribs. The Prophet hooked him under the ribs with the stick. Take a finger. Oh, I mean, take a stick. He said, let me retaliation. Let me take retaliation, Prophet. He said, the Prophet, okay, take retaliation. He said, you are wearing, Prophet, but hold on. You are wearing a shirt and I am naked. Like, what the heck? The guy was topless? The Prophet was tickling a guy who is topless? Why? He was a bikini guy? Like, is it normal in Arabia, men, they walk without clothing? And, okay, Prophet, you are wearing a t-shirt, but I am not. The Prophet then, he raised his shirt, and the man embraced him and began to kiss his side. Abdul, the man, he began to kiss his, is that Muhammad Kadyrov kissing the side of Muhammad Putin? Huh? Ramazan Kadyrov? This is love. Baby, you love me. What the heck is that? Huh? So imagine this, brother. You are in love, brother. Look how cute. This is love. I mean, how closer you are going to get? Hey, Muhammad Ramazan Kadarov, are you going to kiss Putin? Down his side, down his belly to his balls. I heard he had balls. We never saw him yet. But look like he think that his balls is the nukes. He got the wrong idea about balls. What is this? That's a lot of love. We have, look at this. Look at the relationship. I'm really impressed. Relationship between the master and his dog. What's going on? The funny, just less than 20 years ago, Putin, he was in a process of eliminating every Chechenian who is carrying a gun. And now this guy, he says, we do not need independent from Russia because you don't dare, you coward son of Muta. When you are in love. Actually, he said, I would die for Putin. What the heck? He will die for what? The guy, he will not die for Allah, he will die for Putin. I'm not joking, he said that. Let me search it for you. Ramazan Kadyrov, I will die for Putin. I wish I can play the song like, this is love, baby you love me, baby you love me. You know, I'm not good in songs. This is the only 2 words I remember. So forgive me, please. Chechenian leader amid Rishlam, what is that? Rishafels says he is ready to die for Putin. Brother, what a nice dog to have. A drug dealer and he is a loyal? A sex trafficking master and he is loyal? One of you, he said to me in Patreon, he said that we heard that African and Arab and Muslims are treated badly in the borders. Why? They are not letting them go free inside the country like the rest, like the Ukrainian. My friend, I saw videos from Sky News in Arabic. Sky News in Arabic is the same as all news agencies, are a scumbag. In English, they say something. In Arabic, they say something else. In Arabic, they are torturing, speaking against Ukraine, making fun of them, calling them liars, corrupt. This is the same Sky News. But in English, they cry for them. This is the same as in Al Jazeera. You know, Al Jazeera once, there was a TV station broadcast in USA owned by Al Jazeera. It's called Al Jazeera Mubashar, which means Jazeera Direct, which means live. People call. And I shut it down in less than 48 hours. I did shut it down. When Osama bin Laden was killed, Al Jazeera TV in English was speaking normally, but in Arabic they were taking calls, and Muslim they say we will take jihad, we will take revenge, and Al Jazeera TV says God bless you, brother, we hope so. I recorded the program and I sent it to the Homeland Security, and in less than 48 hours this TV station blocked from USA. And by the way, RT in Europe is already blocked. RT in USA is not, because the coward Putin, sorry, the coward Biden is a coward. And when I say Biden, because YouTube is in the size of Biden, you know, they are from his side, they are from his party. So when they say to you, let me see if I can find the video. Just to show you how they fool you. You know, how people, they are naive, and how, I mean, the ones who came with this is the Muhammadan. I challenge any Muhammadan to show me how nice they are to Africa and their borders. Go and see how they treat African in Morocco, in Tunisia, in Iraq. Just to let you know, by the way, in Iraq, there was one day a revolution. It's called Revolution of El-Zinj. Zinj is just a classic Arabic word. I don't want to use the word, but it's like when you say the N word, you know, in English. But how, what the black people are doing in Iraq, in Al-Basra, what they have to do? What they are African. They captured tens of thousands to the point the black people in Iraq, they became more population than the white people in Iraq. And when the black people, they decide to make a revolution, they killed them all. We have almost zero black people in the heart of the Middle East. Why? Because they killed them all. Let me try to find you something in English about it. Yeah, maybe we found here something. Number one, people who capture, enslave, sell, buy black, it was the Arab, my people. The article here is written by a Muslim, not me. The Arab white people don't work. They don't work. They don't do farming. Do you remember the hadith where Muhammad, he said, if this equipment enter a house will bring humiliation? So what those people, they did, they captured tens of thousands of a black African and they brought them to Al-Basra to do farming for them. And when one day their population became so big and they decide to take matter into their hand to get their freedom back, they killed them all. If you ask yourself how many black there exist right now in Iraq, the answer is 0. You see, in America, they brought black as a slave, which is unjust and filthy act of the white people. But they bought them from the Muslim Arab. All North Africa, this is their business. The white Muslims, they capture the black African from the heart of Africa. They sell them to Europe. From Europe, they come to USA. However, we have a population of 10% of African American in USA. And not long time ago, the president was black. What happened to the black people in the Middle East? They are gone. And if you search about racism, I never saw racist, by the way, as much as Middle Eastern. Not only against black people. Don't feel bad about just being racist against you. They are racist about everything. Moroccan hate Algerian hate Morocco. Lebanese look down at the Egyptian look down at the Sudani look down at Mauritania. I mean, the whole it's a disaster. It's a society of garbage. We grow up and we've been taught to be racist. I remember a guy, he is a Lebanese. He married a Filipina. Man, you should see, his family will not talk to him. He will not allow to be in the house no more. What happened? Oh, she is a Filipina. Extremely racist. And I find it very funny when they speak about racism. Why? Because they stop them in the border. But if I was there, I would do the same. You see, the refugee, the act of refugee was given, or the status of refugee was given to Ukrainian. Anyone else have to go back home. You have a home, you don't have a war. So when they speak about racism in Poland, and they say, and look, this is Al Jazeera TV talking about it. Imagine the scam of Al Jazeera TV. Why you don't take them to Qatar? Let us see what Qatar are doing to black African or to Asian. They put them in boxes to build their stadiums. And hundreds of people die because they don't care for those poor African or Asian in Qatar. But this is Al Jazeera TV speaking about racism in Poland. The reality is, when you go in a border and there is no order from the government to take anyone except the one their homes is destroyed. Those are the Ukrainian. You are a refugee, or you are just escaping Ukraine. You have a home, so go back to your home. So your government, they should contact the Polish embassy, and actually this is what the Polish they do. They take your passport. They take numbers of passports who are, let us say, from Morocco. The Moroccan government, just yesterday, they send an airplane and they carry a bunch of students that are from Morocco. Go home. Those people, they want to take advantage of the war and they want to go and live in Europe. That is the story. This is not about racism. All of us, we knew that when Muslims, they go to Europe. When the last time you see African, Muslim or non-Muslims, going to Saudi Arabia seeking refugee? Isn't it Saudi a rich country? When the last time the Saudi, the Emirati, the Qatari, the Bahraini, even the Turkish, they took a black African as refugee? Zero. That is the truth. The one who take the refugee, specifically the black, is Europe. Every month, tens of thousands of Africans enter into Europe as refugee. Every month. If you go right now and check when the last time an African, he got refugee asylum status in Saudi Arabia. Do you see the hypocrisy? And even when the filthy Erdogan, he accepted the Syrian who they are white and they are blonde. To enter into Turkey, he took only the rich ones. All the poor ones, they put them out of the border. They did not even let them enter the borders. And until now, they are sleeping in their tents. And not only that, Erdogan, he make living from those refugees. Every day he threats Europe, if you don't give me a few $1 billion, I'm out of money. I'm going to open my borders. They will come to you. It's a fact. So don't be a fool. Why the Prince of Qatar don't invite them? Do he have the money? Why Syrian refugee, 2 million, they went to Germany. They are racist. Why you don't go to your Muslim brothers? They are next door. Why you want to go to Germany? Oh, because they are racist, okay? They are racist. They give us a free school. They give us a free apartment. They give us a free food. They give us a free medication. They give us everything. They are racist. I mean, do you see how racist it is? Hey, by the way, European, I want to be a refugee. I want to take advantage of your stupidity. Sorry to say, I mean, the Europeans are being stupid, really. Because it doesn't matter, really, how good you do for those people, they will complain. They will complain. You are not good. You feed them, you dress them, you send them to schools, you are racist. You are. I'm sick of being an American citizen. I want a free apartment. I want free food. I want to go to school. And don't forget, I want a free Netflix. They are racist. They are racist. But all the world is coming to the racist. They are racist, brother. Yeah. You know, when Obama became a president, for the first time ever, the Saudi Arabia announced a black African imam in the Kaaba. They put him there for 2 weeks because people start complaining. People are criticizing Putin for invading Ukraine and went to defend, support Ukraine. But why not Africa? I don't understand, Mr. Cloud. You know, when you make a sentence, Mr. Cloud, don't make your cloud sentence, or don't make a cloud as sentence. What do you mean support Africa? What does that mean exactly? What do you mean? What exactly that mean? Anyone understand? Actually, nobody support African as much as European Union. That is the truth. There's many countries, all their budget is coming from Europe as assistant. For farming, for seed, for, you know, like anything have to do with supporting, even your vaccine was a gift. Billions of dollars. And remember, I'm not a European. But people are really silly. It doesn't matter what those people do. We will not like them. They are racist. You know, for me, as an Arab, I'm so proud not to be a racist. You know? We are not racist at all. And this is why the Quran said that in the day of judgment, Allah will make all believers very white. Look how nice, brother. Look how nice. When somebody, he is a Muhammadan and he speak and he claim that he is not racist and he is against racism, when his God himself is the one who promote racism and he promised only white people will enter heaven. Is that Quran? Or this is the brother? Trump is racist. He said America first. But America is Asian, is black, is white, even me. Believe it or not, I'm American. I don't know how they gave me the passport, by the way. The guy, like he said, put your hand up. I said, which hand? He said, doesn't matter. It took me 2 hours to figure it out. Because he said, what's matter? And I was looking at them, which one is what's matter? You know, my English is not good, you know? So when the judge, he said, put your hand up. And I said, which one? He said, doesn't matter. And I look at the first one, the left one. Is it this one doesn't matter? Or the right one? The judge, he was losing his patience. He said, put your hand up. We have to take the oath. I said, but which hand? He said, I told you it doesn't matter. And until now, by the way, I'm confused about which hand is the one called doesn't matter in English. Yet they gave me citizenship. You see how racist they are? Why they gave a citizenship to an Arab? Because they are racist. Absolutely. Very racist. Anyway, after they give me the citizenship, you know, they told me, what do you like? Can you express your feeling? I said, yes, death to America. The judge, he said, what? I said, yes, death to America. What the heck? We just gave him the citizenship. Death to who? Death to America. Okay? But, yeah. You know what I learned about people? They are hypocrite, cowards, dummies. They come to countries, they die to come to those countries. When they come there, they spit at the country. And this is not only, by the way, about Muslims only. This is even Middle Eastern Christian. You sit between Middle Eastern Christians, like, you know, they are sitting in a restaurant, every one of them driving like Mercedes-Benz or a Porsche, and then he start, man, this country is messed up, man. You know, man, I was living like a king in Jordan, man. The other guy, he says, man, in Iraq, I was really so happy there, brother. And I was looking at those idiot liars, and I said to them, well, as long as you were kings there, why are you coming here to wash dishes? Go back. But anyway, we answer about that. There's no such a thing about called racism. Actually, Ukrainian are the most friendly people ever. You go, you can open a business. You are black, even Turkish. Go and find Turkish everywhere in the street. Opening business, restaurant. Arab, Middle Eastern. This is a very friendly country. They are the last one to be called racist. At the same time, in Poland, when you arrive to the border, police are not allowed to let you get in because the order is to get Ukrainian refugee status, not you. You are, most of them, those are students trying away from schools. Ukraine have the biggest university in the world. The city of Kharkiv, which I was in just last summer, is nothing but a university. I mean, the majority of people there are students. And they are coming from around the world. You see how much racist they are? If they are racist, nobody will go there. Because the second day you will go there, you will get disgusted. So when you go and run to the borders and the order from European Union that Ukrainian will be given refugee status, you are not a Ukrainian. That means it doesn't matter who you are. They have to stop you in the border. They contact your embassy. They take your name. They tell them we have a citizen of yours. Send somebody to do something to help them to go back home. As simple as that. If your country don't care for you, that means your country is the racist, not them. Do you understand? City of Kharkiv will fail tomorrow. My friend, even if Putin, even if all of Ukraine been taken today, not tomorrow, Putin, he lost. Because every single Ukrainian will remember forever what this filthy man he did. There's many armies, they conquer many countries. Armies will go, people will stay. Just remember that. So he can come, he can force a new president, he can put a new, etc. And now he have bigger responsibility because if he conquer, he have to rebuild what he destroyed. So it's going to cost the Russian extremely more. He's in trouble actually. The more he destroyed, the more he have to spend. In order to establish a government support you, well, you have to support that government. So Putin, he is a piece of shit. He put himself in a shit and he do not know how to get out of it. Conquering a country will not help you. The question is for how long you can stay. And now the sanctions will not be left. Maybe for 10 years. Maybe for 20. Did you see people lining up in the street, in the subway in Moscow, because their credit card doesn't work no more? Did you see that in one day they lost more than 40% of the value of the money. Imagine, or 30, some people they say 30, some they say 40, I don't know what it is. However, let us say you have $100,000 in the bank. Second day, you have 70. So what Putin does, or he did, will never be considered a victory by the Russian people. Because victory have many sides. It's not only you take over a land. The question is, what is the impact on your economy? What the impact on the people? Does it help? Does it do better? Is the country now better? Is the country now more secure? No. NATO now is making more weapons. Germany, for the first time after the Second World War II, they decide to increase the volume of their army 100%. They decide just in one day to spend $100 billion for weapon immediately. And to put 2% increase into there from the GDP into making weapon and the army. And you know, Germany 2% is like 100% of Indonesia. This is Germany. 2% is a lot of money. So what the stupid Putin now, he did, he woke up all of Europe and they are going to be armed to their teeth. There's nobody support Putin no more in Ukraine. You see, when I went to Ukraine, in the city of Kharkiv, the one we are talking about, there's a lot of people support. They love Russia. You know, they are connected to Russia. So this is telling you that Ukrainians are not racist. But you will notice that this city specifically is fighting like hell against Putin now. Which means he has zero support in the ground.
Today I am taking his...
What he thought is going to be, let us say, a nice, easy journey. There's people who support us there. You know, they will just welcome us. They will throw rice at our trucks. They will welcome the soldiers. What happened is totally the opposite.
Attacks on civil.
What happened is totally the opposite. People losing their houses, people losing their life. I mean, the guy is burning everything to make victory. But this victory is victory of a blood and barbaric and savagery. This is not a victory. Putin, he lost. Because if you are a Ukrainian child and you see this, you see all days is over. Like, you know, I can tell you what the Turkish did to the Armenian 100 years ago, how they slaughtered everybody. We have a few pictures and they are awful. Now we have high quality videos. Those will be playing in the history of Ukraine for centuries and centuries to come. Everybody will remember. So if I am a Ukrainian who like Russia, and I see Russian doing this to my country, how I'm going to like Russia anymore? Jargo saying, nothing of what you said is true. You cheer the devil's side. Oh, Jargo, you know what? You are right. I heard the Ukrainian army is destroying Moscow as we speak. And I heard that those videos are not coming from Ukraine. In fact, it is in Russia. The Ukrainian army is invading Russian land, brother, and killing Russian by millions. And not only that, the evil Ukrainian president, he threatened Putin, the nice guy, with nukes. Can you believe it, brother? You threat with nukes how evil you are. So Jorgo, I don't know from which a-hole you came from, my friend, but you still smell bad, and people are laughing at your comment. And by the way, a-hole doesn't mean anus, or don't take me wrong. I mean a Quran hole, just to let you know. They invade their land, and hold on, you see? If you ask this guy Jargo, he's accusing the Ukrainian to be fascist. Hey, Jargo, can you tell us why they are fascist according to your opinion? Jargo, can you tell us why they are fascist? What the word fascist mean? I want your help. As long you are against fascism, what the word fascist mean? Can you please help us? What fascist mean? Oh, do you know that Ukrainian, now they want to speak only Ukrainian? Are you kidding me? They must be fascist. But why you force them to speak Russian for the last 200, 300 years? So when they force their own language, they are fascist. When you force your language on them, you are not fascist. Guys, do you see the hypocrisy of those people? So when those people decide to speak their language, they are fascist, they are Nazi. What the heck? Ukrainian want to speak Ukrainian? That is disgusting. We should not allow Ukrainian to speak Ukrainian. They should speak only Russian. Because if you speak Ukrainian, you are fascist. You are Nazi. Hold on. We have here another guy. His name is Marco. How are you doing, Marco? Okay, thank you very much for giving me a grade. Look what Marco he did. Marco, he said, you sound stupid, ZB. Who threw first atomic bomb since WWWLL? American infected conflict costed 40 million people lives, Korea, Vietnam, Yugoslavia, Iraq, Afghanistan, Libya, blah, 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 blah. Let us blame the Jews. My friend, all those conflict will not even cover how many people killed by the Soviet Union Communist Party, which was the party of Putin. He was a KGB. Stalin used to kill every morning at least 5,000 people. And when they bring him the paper to say, we have less than 5,000 to execute, he says, why? You are not doing a good job then. They took a Christian from churches and they burned them alive. Now we go to the conflict you are talking about. The first atomic bomb. Well, if not that bomb, we will be fighting until now. It was that bomb who stopped the war. That is the truth. Secondly, they are in war. Does it matter really what bomb you use? The whole nation is going to be destroyed. Either us or them. And just your Putin, he just mentioned that he want to use it. So if you think that the fascist and the coward is the one who use nuclear bombs, why your Putin is buying and preparing more of them? Is that because he's a good guy? According to your logic, the one who is a bad guy, he will use nukes. I think Putin, he make them just to decorate the Christmas tree. He will not use them. He just mentioned last week he would use them. But he don't want to use them, my friend. He is just a peacemaker person. Secondly, you said 40 million people, their lives lost in Korea. I don't know where you got those numbers, but I will go with you. But in case of Korea, in case you do not know, the West was fighting with Korean against other Korean. So you are a stupid idiot. And this is why Korea now, it was two pieces. Isn't it you who joined the army, who invade Germany, and then there is become East Germany and West Germany? About Serbia, question, where was the coward Putin when the Americans were bombing Serbia? And I agree, the filthy criminal, war criminal, Clinton, he did that. But where was Putin the brave? He was hiding in his hole. Just a few months ago, the Turkish and Azerbaijan, they attack Armenia. According to what? Why they are attacking them? Why Turkish is going there? Putin, just because he's buying tomato from Turkey. And they are buying the S-400 from him. He watched the massacre and Armenia were slaughtered. How come Putin did not see that this is a conflict should not happen? He took the side of the Azerbaijan. And the foreign minister of Putin is Armenian. And most of the most important weapon in Soviet Union or Russia is made by Armenian. Putin, he sold you, my friend. Somebody saying, you know, we are trying to share the comment of everybody, especially the stupid ones. Or maybe they are not stupid, but maybe they are being, I don't know, sarcastic. I don't know. Look what this guy said. Wuzzy, which one is you? The one first Wuzzy or the second Wuzzy? I will take both of you. Isn't it Ukraine was part of USSR when Stalin was in power? So what the problem if Putin want to bring back power to Russia and bring them back to USSR? Well, you know what? It was part of USSR, many countries, and that's mean that Putin is going to invade them all, and anyone he say no to him, he will kill him. What's the problem? So you became part of USSR because the people did not vote for you, my friend. You occupy their land and you make USSR. Did you make elections? Say, hey, who wanna choose me? What's wrong with people? And as long Putin, he want to get back what belonged to USSR, well, isn't Alaska used to be bad, you know, belonged to Russia not long time ago? Come on, take it. Or you go only after the weak one because you are a son of Muta and you are a coward. Where was the power and the nukes of Putin when the American was bombing Belgrade? Where was the power of Putin when the Armenians were slaughtered? My friend, sometimes bad things happen for a good reason. And I believe whatever happened now will make Ukrainian strong like steel. You know, when you make steel, you have to burn the iron. You have to extremely heat the iron. It's not just burn it. Today Ukrainian is not the same as yesterday Ukrainian. Russia, they will destroy, Russia will control, Russia will take over Kiev, but that is not victory. All occupation will take their tail between their legs and leave, no matter what. No matter what. And then, when you leave, It doesn't matter how long it's going to take. You will leave like a dog. And then everybody will spit on you. As simple as that. Right now, what Putin he did, he united all Ukrainian, including those who support Russia, against anyone to intervene in their country. Not only that, they got a support they never imagined to have. They were dreaming to join European Union, and those European, they don't want them because they bring a lot of trouble, and they are not qualified. You see, in the European Union, they put conditions like, justice, system, banking system, education system, blah, blah, blah system, election system. So you have to reach a point, you send the application, then they will assist you to increase, let us say, the qualification of the government to be ready to join European Union. Now, all of these things will pass without even looking at the reason to refuse. I heard yesterday the rat Erdogan, he is saying, why you don't treat us like Ukrainians? See what Putin he did? Ukrainian now is treated especially different. So I believe no matter what, is it time for Ukraine to fight back on Russia? What you see is not about it's time or not, it's about can they? Obviously they cannot. They don't have the support, they don't have the equipment, they don't have anyone to do that. And not only that, actually, I just, it's confirmed to me that American will not allow anyone to go volunteer to help, Ukrainian in their war. The coward Biden, he don't want anything to do with the American to be involved. So the guy, he don't even remember if the Ukrainian are Ukrainian or Iranian. I don't know if you heard his speech yesterday. So Ukrainian, they have to do whatever they need to do. If they can go and invade inside Russia, like by a guerrilla group, attacking army facility. And I'm against attacking anything to do with civilian, because I believe Russians don't deserve to be killed, the same as I believe that Ukrainians should not be killed too. I don't want any Russian civilian to get hurt. Actually, I don't want even Russian soldier to get hurt. But this filthy Putin, he brought things into this. When you defend your country, you have the right to do anything to protect your country. In Lebanon, when the Mohammedan, they invade the Christian territories, those Christians, they are spoiled. Many of them at that time, they have long hair. Men, they go to party. They are like more westernized, like, it was like the time where, special music, and, Lebanon was like Paris, even more. But in less than 2 months, the same people who knows nothing but spoiled life became the most aggressive fighters ever. And for all the years, the Muslim could not invade 1 meter inside the Christian territory in Lebanon. Hezbollah used to send thousands and thousands in each attack, and they could not even pass through. And this is what will happen now in Ukraine. People will be stronger, more expert in war, and they will learn different way to defend themselves. When there's occupation, there's different way. When you are not under occupation, there's different way. Mr. Jeffrey, we are not here to support the NATO. Putin, he have his own NATO too. This is what he is trying to do. He is trying to build his own NATO. He wants Ukraine part of his command. He wants Belarus to be part of his command. He wants Kazakhstan. This is why, and anyone try to revolt against a government, he sent his troops right away to oppress the people. It's just a few weeks ago we saw what happened in Kazakhstan. The difference between the Western NATO, they don't force you to join the NATO. You have to beg for it. You have to beg. You have to send the application. And mostly they will reject you. And mostly they will say no. In the case of Putin, he want to force you to join his own NATO. He is just a pure evil dictator. I'm not here to support the NATO. What does NATO have to do with me? Evil is evil. Doesn't matter who. It is NATO, it is Putin, it is Trump, it is Biden. I just made a video yesterday. Go watch it. And in the previous video, I said, well, Putin is learning from America. Trump, he signed a signature, says, give the Golan Height to Israel, as if it's his, as if he own it. Putin, he's the same. I'm going to sign a signature. I want to give this two countries their own independent. Who are you? And those two countries have no flag, and all of us, we knew that, Russia will take them. We are not here to take a side. We are here to expose all liars. Putin is not fighting for Russia. He hurt Russia right now. If Putin really cared to bring Ukrainian to be more close to Russia, he should help them in economy, prove that the government is lying to them, that we Russian, we really love you. Give them a discount in gas price, oil price, do anything to help them. Give them a scholarship in your university. Yesterday, I mentioned a president who was previous president, and I thought he is the one who was the puppy of Russia, and I was wrong in the previous video I made. But think about it. Instead of forcing a president on the people who they knew he don't present them, what about do the smart thing? Yesterday, someone said, do you know that the CIA is behind the revolution against the president? Okay, do the same. Don't you have your own KGB? Why you don't own the heart of the people by helping them, showing them that Russia cares for them, and then they will say, you know what, we don't want the NATO, we want Russia. Make them love you. Oppressing and oppression will bring hatred, and you will lose. And now who in the world is going to love the Russian army after today? Gorgo saying, you cannot talk about the Nazi regime in Ukraine. I mean, you are really officially stupid, because this guy who is the president, he is from a Jewish family. As I understand that he is originally a Jew. So how he is the Nazi? And today I heard that Putin, who is accusing the Ukrainian to be Nazi, he just bombed a Jewish center. How they are Nazi? What does that mean? Can you tell us? Okay, I want you to tell me what they did to make them Nazi, brother. Gorgo, what they did to make them Nazi. If you go in Ukraine, you will find people from around the world. The easiest country to get a visa in is Ukraine. There's no visa, actually. People come from around the world. My friend Gorgo, how many African refugees they live in Russia right now? Can you give me, brother? I'm waiting for your answer. Because you're not Nazi. Very funny, very silly, very stupid propaganda. And I will go with you now. Let us say they are Nazi. So now you are saying, if you are Nazi, we attack you. What a scumbag. But the Nazi is the one who attacked, not the one who did not attack. You are Nazi, okay? You are a kafir. This is Islamic mentality. Very sick. Very sick, very garbage. So they make you the devil. And now we have to kill the devil. And to kill the devil, we have to kill the people with him. It's cocaine, just like Ukraine president. Hey, Marco, my friend, as long you are talking about cocaine, do you like me to give you some report about the Russian mafia selling cocaine all over Europe? And they are sponsored by the Ramazan, what is his name, Ramazan? I mean, look, your best friend is the biggest drug dealer in the world. And you are talking about cocaine, a drug addict? Who is your best friend? What he do for a living exactly? This is love, brother. If we search right now for Kadyrov and drug dealing and weapon smuggling and human and sex trafficking, what we will get? Look the love. Look at the love, brother. That's love. That's get closer. Get closer. Come on, get closer. What a puppy. All the friends of Putin, they are the most corrupt, false people ever. Let us count the friends of Putin and the friends of USA. Shall we? I mean, Americans, they have corrupt friends too. We have to be honest about that. But the funny is that every single friend of Putin is a drug dealer, a criminal. Europe become the money laundering machine for the Russian billionaires. Can somebody tell me where those billions coming from in a country like Russia? How many cars this guy he have in his house? Collection of cars, the most expensive cars. Did you see the yacht of Putin? Putin, he make an average of $100,000 a year. This is after he become a president, brother. Let me search for the let me search for Putin yacht. This is one of the things he own. This is not everything he own. I mean, if you spend all this money in a boat for fishing, so what the guy he have for fun? So let us search for Putin yacht. I mean, the guy is a very decent guy. You know, you Ukrainian are fascist. Putin is going to fix everything. He will fix your enemy, your economy. Sorry. He will make you rich. Drugs will be so cheap in the street. Kadyrov will bring drugs as much as you want. You say drugs, drugs will be there in 2 seconds. We will make drugs delivery even by drone. Brother, Putin, he was saving money since he was a child. And finally, he was able to buy a very inexpensive yacht. I mean, it's you. If you have 100,000 salary a year, you can buy this one. It just take maybe 40 years, 50 years. Let us search what is the price of this yacht, just to do a little calculation. It is 270 feet long, very small, very small. It cost $100 million. Not much. I mean, I thought really it's expensive. It's just $100 million. Hold on. So Putin, he make $100,000 a month. Sorry, a year. Let me use the calculator, which is made by the Arab. I don't want like to use Western. They are racist. We are not racist. So I want to divide 100 million. 100,000. I mean, obviously, Putin, he got it from his salary. Look, listen, brother. It's very easy. If we divide 100 million, to 100,000, we will find that Putin never, ever was a thief. And the funny Putin, he claimed that he is the one who was going after the corrupt ones in Russia. Hey, brothers, I decided to buy cheap yacht for fishing. It's true that in, you know, like, and by the way, if you know somebody, I can buy the ocean too, because in order to have a yacht, I need an ocean. If we can buy the ocean with the boat, that would be good. So I want something very cheap, you know, because, you know, $100 million, $100 million, $110 million is okay. Listen carefully. 100 million and 125 dollars, I cannot afford it. I mean, do you see how Putin is so decent? Where did he get this money from? Sal Jones saying, do you think president he have no investment? Sal Jones, I want to learn from you. Can you tell me how you can make $100,000, $100 million? And this is just the money he have in the boat, you know? When people, they put that in the garage, this is the garage money. This is the money in the garage. The boat is just for fun. So if his boat is $100 million, how much money he have? Do you think that president have no investment? No, for sure they have investment. Putin, he have $10. He took it. He bought stock market. Okay? And then second day, they become 10 million. The day after, they became 20 million. And you know, the chicken lay eggs. Do you want Putin out of Syria? I want everybody out of any country. Why not? You know, why he have to stay there? Is it this his country? Do you want Putin out of Syria? Yeah, I want him to be out of Syria. He come to fight terrorists, right? Is that why he is there? So if the terrorists are gone, is Putin going to leave? I will shave my 2,500-foot beard, if he will. Just wait. Actually, they made the president of Syria sign an agreement of renting a bases, 2 bases, for 99 years. Have you ever heard of a rent like this? 99 years? He will not leave. And if the Syrian ever try to go against him, he will do the same as he did in Ukraine. What happened if he goes now? Oh, don't worry. What will happen? Somebody else would jump. My friend, Putin is not doing a favor to anyone in Syria. He is doing a favor to his own. He wanted a base in Syria, priceless location. He is not helping the Syrian. Those people, they don't do things for free. If you think so, you are stupid. The same as the American, they don't do things for free. When the American, they take a base in Saudi Arabia, they want the Saudi to pay for it. There's nothing for free. The stupid ones is the only one who think that those leaders are doing ethical stuff in those countries. Ethic does not exist here. Jeff Bezos, he made 300. Okay, so guys, the ultimate farmer is a smart. I think it's a lady. Just to go how people think. I don't know. Sometimes you ask yourself how people think. Jeff Bezos, he made 300K into 185 billion. But he know how he made them. He made a company, the company grow, and and 300,000 when he start with is like 300 million now. Maybe 30 million. But you know how he did. He is not an employee who his salary is $100,000 a year. As long as you are a government employee, that means your salary is fixed. That's it. And you are actually not allowed even to make investment. When you are in a government position, you are not allowed, especially if you are president. When Trump, he became a president, they brought him at like a huge papers to sign that he take away all the privilege from his business. He cannot connect his business to being president. He cannot take advantage of the stock market, knowing what the stock market will be today, because he can make one sign or one signature, and that can affect the stock market. How Putin, he made the $100,000 into billions. What the investment he did? He owned Amazon. If this is, he claimed that the only income he have is his salary. How salary like this can become a yacht, and this is only the taxi for fun? You people are being hypocrite. You see, when we speak, we say the truth as it is. It doesn't matter who is the ugly one. When USA do ugly stuff, we say USA did ugly stuff. When USA is unjust, we say USA is unjust. When the president of USA is stupid, we make fun of him. So why you are not expecting us to make fun of Putin, a criminal? How come when we make fun of Putin, you laugh? At us, we make fun of Biden, you laugh at him. Hypocrites. You don't side with the truth. You side with your favorite boy. Actually, Putin is taking advantage now. This is why he is showing his muscles, because we have a stupid donkey in the White House. How come Biden did not sign like Trump with regard to his son's crimes in Ukraine? Well, I do not know about his son's crimes in Ukraine, but obviously his son is corrupt. But I don't know what the crime is besides corruption. Biden did not kill anybody in Ukraine, neither his son. If there's some corrupt people in Ukraine, they give him a salary so they can get the advantage of his father being a president. That is not It's not even a problem of USA. This is something USA can deal with it by Justice Department. And media in USA, they're trying their best to expose him. If you go right now and search Hunter Biden scandals, you will see 99% of it is coming from American media. At least in USA, you can speak against the president. In Russia, anyone who speaks against the president, he will be in jail. He just shut a radio station just yesterday. He will go, I am in America. I make fun of Biden every day. I'm still talking. Nobody arrested me. Mackie, she's saying, I like it when people, they justify an act of murder. And this is justify of an act of murder. So our friend here, I don't know how to say her name, she's saying, please research the globalist and who they worship. They are Luciferian and work through Ukraine. They are supporting Ukraine the hardest. I don't want to be on the same as them. Okay, you see, if we assume that what you said is true, and we assume that this is a fact, and the globalist, I went to Ukraine, and I assure you, nobody knows even what the word you are talking about is. Ukrainian, in general, 90, maybe 5%, they are farmers. They are poor. They have no idea what are you talking about. So now, let us say, the president and the people around him is a globalist, as you said, which might be a big lie, but I will go with it. So now, because there is 5% or 2% in Ukraine, they are a globalist, we are going to kill all Ukrainian, brother. So, Cali Rose, so tomorrow, if we heard that your president in your country, he is supported by the globalist, we are going to invade you, okay? And we are going to throw bombs on your roof. And sister, because they are Luciferian, we have to bomb your house, and your hospital, and your school, and your airport. And not to forget too, we will make all of you run to the neighbors' countries. Do you see the stupidity of people? Do you see the evil actually? This is evil. They demonize you in order to justify a murder. Based on what you are saying, well, now we should attack and kill anyone who is a globalist. But is a globalist is an idea? Is it an army by itself? Why you don't attack USA then? Why Putin don't go? Why he go to the little ones? Why don't go to the boss? You know, do you think I'm a globalist too? Because sometimes I look like a globe. What do you think about Zionists attack Palestine civilian when Isra Miraj? Okay, Zionists, they did that, brother. I don't know those Zionists, Fernando. They remind me of a Prophet Muhammad when he attacked the Jews and he burned their houses and even their trees, and he killed every single one of their men. Do you believe it, brother? The Zionists, they did that, brother. They did that, brother. The Zionists, they did that in Palestine. brother. This is Prophet Muhammad, brother. His other nickname is Putin, Muhammad Putin. Not only he killed the Jews, he burned even their trees. And brother, let me ask you, the Muslims, the one you call in Palestine, how they come there, brother? If you ask them, what is your citizenship? They say, we are Arab. When the first time the Arab arrived there? Zionist. They took the land of the Arab. I am an Arab. This is not our land. And you are stupid. Even the stupid Muhammad, the donkey Muhammad, certified donkey Muhammad, he said himself that the one who built Jerusalem is David and Solomon. Shall I show you? So why they are there, brother? How this is became their house? Baytul Maqdis, brother, Aqsa and Mi'raj. This is the temple of the Jews. Muhammad, he saw a dream that he is riding a mule, flying a mule, and then he landed there, and that make it their land. The Zionist, brother. The Zionist. The Zionist, brother. The Zionist. Let us see, according to Muhammad, who built the Zionist house. Oh, hold on. Let us show you the hadith. Hadith mean a speech of a stupid Muhammad or his friends. The gang of Putin. Read with me. This Aqsa, you call it mosque, belong to who? According to Muhammad. According to who? According to Muhammad. Brother, Prophet Muhammad said, it was narrated by Abdullah ibn Amr that the Prophet of Allah said, when Sulaiman, which means Solomon, the son of David, finished building Baytul Maqdis. Okay, so he is the one who finished the building Baytul Maqdis. Why you are saying they are attacking them there? This is their house. It is you who's attacking them there. Why you are there? Imagine if the Jews now enter the Kaaba, what the Muslim will do? Hypocrite people. It was Russia who destroyed ISIS and Caliphate, not US. Okay, no problem. So now, because they fight ISIS in Syria, that make them legitimate to kill the Ukrainian? Hey, brother, I fought ISIS in Syria, and that gave me a license to kill you in Ukraine. I mean, what kind of a stupid logic is that? You become the same as ISIS. ISIS is a terrifying terror group. What they do? They use violence to impose their belief and idea. But isn't it exactly what Putin is doing now? Isn't it? Isn't it now he's imposing his belief and idea and even his government on a country who don't want him? This is what ISIS is. So now we get rid of ISIS, Islamic ISIS, and then we get Putin ISIS? How stupid is that? What's your brain? Oh, you don't have one, sorry. You remind me of, when I went to the doctor, he says to me, I told him, I think I have a heart problem. He did not get the point. So he started putting those things like in my chest, and he said, I could not even find your heart. It's not even beating. I said, well, this is the problem. I don't have a heart. He was looking for an hour. Like, where is the heart? Where is the heart? Where is the heart? Even he put it there in the my bully bomb. I said, don't go there, man. He's not listening. I said, I have a problem with my heart. I did not say I have heart. He was looking for it. So now, because Putin, he fought terrorists in Syria, and by the way, he fought terrorists in Syria because he was terrified of the brigade, which is Russian terrorists. They would go back to Russia and they would bring their terror into Russia. So he was fighting the Russian terrorists who will come back to Russia later. The same as the Chinese. They have Igor, whatever you call them, a big, huge brigade of suicide bombers in Syria. So he was not really fighting. He was not doing a charity work. Christian Prince is fan of CNN News. Yeah, I watch CNN every day. Exactly. Yeah. You know what CNN mean? Do you know? I mean, here you see how corrupt people are and how stupid and how fake they are. Anyone who supports a murderer, he is a murderer. There's nothing can justify. If you are against this country, you are against their politics, this is not that will not justify invading them. You see, you might say to me, well, American, they invade Saddam Hussein. The stupid Saddam Hussein was killing. And he is the one who said, we have nukes, we are going to nuke you. The stupid, he went in TV and he said to them, American, come here. And he killed more than 20,000 Kurdish by using chemical weapon. And he is the one who invaded Kuwait. He gave them a million reasons to invade him. Those people did what exactly? Putin, he took their land, he took their cities, and now he wants more. All of us knew that he wants all the country. And you know what? I pray to God that everyone who supported Putin, his country will be invaded, and his roof will collapse, and bombs will come in the top of his head, because what will happen to you is what you wish for others. No, Zelensky did not say we have nukes. Ukrainians are the people who gave up their nukes. Stupid. And how come you have nukes? They don't have the right to have nukes. And why Putin saying, if you give me Crimea, if you agree, Crimea now, if you agree that this is part of Russia, I will go out right away. So the clear reason of the invasion is to force them to give him a Crimea, and then there's no sanctions. He put condition, if you agree to disarm yourself and to agree that Crimea is part of Russia, I will go. That's it. Suddenly, it's not important to be fascist, drug addict, freedom. He wants two things: disarm yourself and give me Crimea forever. I pray to the Lord that anyone wish evil, doesn't matter which country is, doesn't matter which religion, anyone he wish evil to the people, any people, Muslim, Christians, Jews, Hindus, anyone he wish evil, I pray to the Lord that the Lord will make their houses be destroyed. For what you wish to others will happen to you, and you don't deserve better. When you justify nuking and killing and destroying churches and houses and killing children, and the excuse is your friend is our enemy. All the friends of Putin is our enemies. Name one of them is not a terrorist. From Iran to Hezbollah to Al-Houthi. All of them, they have zero human right. What a coincidence. Tell me who is your friends. I will tell you who you are. Yeah, Zelensky is the one who invaded Russia, brother. Yes, he did invade Russia, brother. Donbass is not his country, brother. Is not part of his cities, brother. He was invading Russia, brother. Donbass is part of Russia, brother. Get out of here, son of Muta. Cowards. You coward, you take his land from him. And you want him to submit to you. You want him to surrender. This is the story. You are a bunch of thieves. You are a bunch of thieves. And just because he is weak, just because his country is weak, we invade. Why Russia don't go to the boss? If USA is the boss, if USA is behind the conflict, or Putin is a son of Muta, he's a coward. He go after the child. He don't dare to go after the adult. If Putin is a man should fight a man, not a child. Ukraine is just a child compared to Russia. And because Putin is a good guy, if you go and protest against him in the street, we arrest you. You see how good he is? Here in USA, we make fun of Biden. We can throw tomato of Biden. What he can do about it? He have no right, actually. Here in USA, if you are a public figure of a government, everybody have the right to make fun of you. You can't even take them to court. In Russia, you say one word, you might disappear. That is the truth. And remember one thing, if Ukrainian is the one is invading Russia, I will go against them. If American is the one invading Russia, I will go against the American. Always take stand against the one who do the aggression, no matter who. When the stupid Bill Clinton, he attacked Belgrade, I was against him. I was so upset. Who are you? You want to solve the problem? Okay, make a peacemaker between them. Start negotiation. The same as always happen in the world. In a conflict between people. Why you are bombing them? Who gave you the right? When you stand with evil person once, you become evil forever. And look what the stupid, evil Western did to Ukraine. They put them in trouble. They told the Russian to come and invade because that's what he did. This Biden, he told the Chinese a week before the invasion. This is why Putin, he was meeting with the Chinese. He told them, if he do invasion, we will do nothing. He told them, and he keep repeating that. Every speech he make, we will not go against Russia. We are not going to. He don't even keep his mouth shut. He's reminding Putin, go, continue, don't worry. At least if he keep his mouth shut, Putin will be worried. Maybe the American will intervene. The Western and Putin, both they are committing crime against the Ukrainian. They left this poor man alone. And it's just a matter of time that all those cities will be turned into dust. And hundreds of thousands will die. Just to bring a fake victory for a filthy man, his name is Putin. That is the truth. The blood of Ukrainian is in the hand of the American. They betray them. All European countries, they betray them. When I was in Ukraine just last summer, I saw the NATO coming to practice a game of war. And I said to myself, how stupid this president is to bring the NATO when he is not part of the NATO. Stupid. And now the question is, the NATO, they come to have fun in Ukraine. Where is the NATO in the time of war? They fool them. They use them as a trap. They use Ukrainian land. They took advantage of the poor Ukrainian because they are desperate to be free from the Russian control after hundreds of years of control by the Russian. I respect this president now for a very simple reason, because he did not run away. Otherwise, I believe he is certified as stupid. For one simple reason, he trusted the Western. I said many times before, they will do to you the same as they did to Georgia. Why people don't learn? When the Russians, they invade Georgia, and the president of Georgia, he called, at that time, I think it was George Bush. They told him the president is not available. But the day before the invasion, the president of USA was saying, we stand with Georgia. A day after, the president of USA nowhere to be found. He's playing golf. This is the mistake of the Ukrainian, and I hope they learn their lesson. Never trust anyone to defend yourself. Build your own defense. And this is an example for everybody in the world. The one who thinks that American will defend him is a fool. Americans defend their own business only. They will defend you only if you have oil. Like what happened in Kuwait. They will defend you only if you are so rich, or maybe you have uranium. Somebody saying Putin would never have done this under Trump. Yeah. My friend, Trump is a hero. We have to admit, if Iran hit an American base and almost killed more than 30 soldiers, and Trump, he hid like a rat. You know why he hid? Because he want to win the election. So where was the Trump, the dump Trump, when Iran hit? Where he was? Iran is not Russia. We cannot compare. The coward, he hid under the table. And he said, as long as nobody dies, it's okay. They attacked us. Okay, don't go for war. At least respond. Show the world that America is America. You cannot do that without a penalty. He go dead. Your Trump is a coward. He worships only one thing, his chair. The same as the rest. Somebody saying Ukraine is losing. I believe that Ukrainian will never lose, because it's not the war who win the ground is the winner, is the one who will stay. And the one who will stay in the land is the Ukrainian, no matter what Russia can try to do. And after they make us, you know, if let us say they took over Kyiv, they took all over the cities, Russia will suffer badly. They will suffer inside Ukraine. They have to spend a lot of money inside Ukraine to build what they destroyed. They will find themselves spending more money than what they will make money. Sanctions problems, banking, airplanes, airlines, Russia will suffocate. But Russia will not die because Russia is a very rich country. They can close doors on them. But you know, this time, there's no country can live like that by closing doors on us. And now soon, all European Union, they are starting looking for different alternative or different places where they can get their gas. Just 3 months ago, the stupid Biden, he says, I am against the pipeline coming from Israel going all the way to Greece through Cyprus. Now, this pipeline will become the most important pipeline ever. The stupid Biden, until now, he did not order to start digging again for oil in USA. We have a lot of oil. And this is why Putin, he's taking advantage of that. The stupid Biden, the first thing he did, less than 3 days after he became president, he left the sanctions on Russia for the pipeline. He is the one who left the sanctions himself. Because we have a stupid president, Putin, he become a balloon. And soon we will put a needle in this balloon and all the gas will come out. Real gas. Thank you all for being here. May the Lord bless you. Never support a person do aggression. Never support anyone, even if it's your country, even if it's your leader. Always fight people who create war. Always fight people who bomb houses just for the sake of their agenda. Don't be hypocrite. Those houses, one day they will become your house. If now a World War III happened, you will wish that you never exist. You thought it is going to be in Ukraine. Oh, I support Putin. Oh, okay, yeah, kill them. They are Zionists. Oh, they are supported by the globalists. Oh, they are fascist. Oh, they are Nazi. This is what happened with Hitler, right? He started with Poland, and you thought it's going to stay there. It take a tick and little bomb to start nuke war. And then you, all of you will die. In the best scenario, if you survive, you will have pimples all over your skin and you will die from cancers and all kinds of disease. Food will not exist. Water will be poisoned. The air you breathe is going to be disgusting. Even if you live in the end of the world, even if nuke never hit your country, radiation will go all over the earth. And if a nuke war happened, I believe the whole earth will be burned. So the stupid you, when you support Putin, you are supporting your own destruction. This guy, he just mentioned many times in the last week, I am going to use my nukes. He's a madman. The Russian, they should take him out in any way, in any mean, before this person destroy Russia, destroy the whole world. Jeffrey is talking about gay marriage. My friend, the one who talk about gay marriage is the person who speak with ethic, supposedly, right? Well, can you tell your Putin how many women they do prostitution every day in Russia, in Chechnya? So you are a person who is against homosexual, but you support prostitution and drug dealers like Kadyrov. You're a very decent person. Very decent. I want to say thank you for being here. May the Lord bless you. Pray for Ukrainian. And I say, Russia can conquer cities. But each city they conquer, they are losing. And time will come and you will understand what I'm saying. Take your time to think about it. You might be slow. I am not. Thank you. God bless you.
But I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. The people of Mecca were pagan.
Quran is mentioned, if this book was from other than God, they would have found in it many contradictions.
If a book is without contradictions, that has no bearing on whether it comes from God or not. I've had phone books that are inerrant, but I certainly don't think God gave them.
That we believe without understanding.
The brother asked a very important question that most of the scholars say that listening to music, watching movies, and most of the television programs, they're haram. So how can we have fun? Let me tell you, brother, at the outset that having fun is permitted in Islam as long as the fun is halal fun.
That the standard narrative has holes in it.
The Prophet tells us because Satan or the devil sleeps over our nostrils. Those who oversleep and not pray Fajr on time, Satan urinates in their
I
ears.
really do think Jesus was crucified and that he really was dead and buried. He thought that he was a son of God in the sense that he was specially chosen by God. I think Jesus really did think he was going to be the Messiah, the future king of Israel. I mean, that is, after all, why they crucified him.